Did you know there's one simple habit that can protect your heart, lower your blood pressure, and help you sleep better all at once? At a time in life when our energy isn't quite what it used to be, and every trip to the doctor seems to come with more pills and new warnings, there's something powerful you can do right from your living room. And it doesn't require a gym, expensive equipment, or even leaving the house. In fact, it might be the most natural solution your doctor never told you about. If you're between 55 and 80, you've probably already started to notice how your body reacts differently. To stress, to food, and especially to movement. Your blood pressure might not bounce back like it used to. You might even find yourself worrying about your heart or waking up at night feeling restless. But here's the good news, it doesn't have to be this way. There are safe, simple exercises that older adults can do to support a healthy heart, bring blood pressure down naturally, and even prevent serious problems like heart attacks. This video is not about pushing your body to the limit. It's about doing the right kind of movement in the right way, at the right pace for your stage in life. And I'll walk you through 5 powerful, doctor-approved exercises that thousands of seniors are using to stay strong, steady, and protected. So grab a comfortable chair, make sure you've got a little space around you, and stay with me until the end. You might be surprised by how much control you actually have over your heart, health, no matter your age. Let's get into it. Exercise 1, brisk walking. Brisk walking might sound simple, but for folks in their 60s, 70s, and beyond, it's one of the most powerful tools to protect your heart and steady your blood pressure. The key is in the rhythm. When you walk at a pace that makes your heart beat a little faster, but not so fast that you're out of breath, you're giving your cardiovascular system the gentle push it needs to stay strong. And here's what's remarkable. Studies have shown that just 30 minutes of brisk walking a day can lower systolic blood pressure by up to 10 points over time. That's not a small difference. That's the kind of change that can mean fewer pills, fewer doctor visits, and a lot more freedom. Psychologically, walking also eases stress, which is often an invisible cause of heart strain. When you're walking outdoors, maybe around your neighborhood or through a park, you're not just moving your legs, you're also calming your mind. That calm reduces the kind of chronic stress that keeps your blood pressure high, even when your body's at rest. And here's something most folks overlook when you walk with someone else. A spouse, a neighbor, even a dog, it adds companionship and a social layer, which further lowers your blood pressure. Loneliness is heavy. Movement with company lightens the load in more ways than one. One of our viewers, 78-year-old Harold from Minnesota, wrote in to share that he started walking every morning after breakfast. He said at first it was hard to get going. His legs ached and he didn't think it would help. But after just 2 weeks, he noticed he wasn't feeling as lightheaded when standing, and his doctor told him his numbers were already improving. That's what consistency does. It's not about walking far. It's about walking every day. The results speak for themselves, even in just a short time. When you think of exercise after 70, it's easy to imagine treadmills or complex machines that feel more like punishment than support. But brisk walking, real, purposeful walking, is one of the most accessible and most underestimated tools in your health toolbox. It requires no equipment, no gym membership, and no training. Just a pair of shoes and the decision to take that first step. Exercise 2, chair squats. Chair squats might not look like much, but they wake up the largest muscles in your body, your legs and glutes, and that has a ripple effect straight to your heart. Why? Because your leg muscles act like a second heart. When they're strong and working well, they help push blood back up to your chest, easing the load on your actual heart. That means better circulation, lower blood pressure, and a reduced risk of pooling or clotting in the legs, which can happen more often as we age and move less. And don't think you have to do anything fancy. Just standing up from a chair and sitting back down, slowly and with control, engages your thighs, hips, and core. That movement not only strengthens your muscles, but also helps regulate blood sugar and improve vascular tone, which is how well your blood vessels expand and contract. If your vessels stay flexible, your heart doesn't have to work as hard. That's a key factor in avoiding hypertension and heart strain later in life. From a psychological angle, chair squats also rebuild confidence. Many seniors quietly carry a fear of falling or not being able to get up once they're down. Every time you stand from a chair on your own, without using your arms or leaning, you're teaching your body and your brain that you're still capable. And that kind of self-belief has real health benefits. When people feel capable, they stay active. When they stay active, they stay independent. I remember Martha, an 82-year-old viewer from Oregon, telling us she started with just 5 chair squats a day. It was tough, her knees popped, and she needed support at first. But after 3 weeks, she could do 10 without using her hands. And the kicker? Her doctor said her resting heart rate had dropped, and she felt steadier when walking. That's not luck. That's strength being rebuilt, one sit and stand at a time. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 2 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now let's move forward. Exercise 3, wall push-ups. Wall push-ups are often dismissed because they seem too easy, but that's exactly why they're perfect, especially for older adults who want to improve heart health without putting stress on their joints. The secret isn't in how hard they are, it's in what they activate. When you press your body away from a wall, you engage your chest, arms, shoulders, and upper back. But more importantly, you boost blood flow and circulation to the upper part of your body, including your heart. Think of it this way: every time you press into the wall, you're helping your arteries become more responsive. The repetitive motion increases vascular elasticity, which helps prevent spikes in blood pressure. And over time, that reduces your risk of heart attack, especially the kind that sneaks up in your 70s or 80s. Studies have shown that even just 10 minutes a day of light resistance work like this can help keep your systolic pressure in check. Another benefit: wall push-ups also serve as a mental reset. When you're standing upright, looking forward, and pressing against resistance, your posture naturally improves. That opens up your chest cavity and allows for deeper breathing. Better oxygen flow means more energy and lower stress. 2 underrated but powerful contributors to cardiovascular health. And let's be honest, good posture just feels good. It's grounding. It reminds your body that you're still strong and upright, not shrinking or folding into yourself. I once spoke to a 74-year-old man named Leonard, who had a triple bypass 10 years ago. He started doing wall push-ups while brushing his teeth, just 10 a day. Now he does 30 while watching the news. He told me his balance improved, his blood pressure meds were reduced, and he finally started sleeping better at night. That's what simple consistency looks like. Not a gym, not fancy equipment, just one wall and the decision to use it. This is your body saying, I still want to work. Just give me the chance. And wall push-ups are one of the gentlest, yet most powerful invitations you can offer it. Exercise 4, leg raises. There's something quietly powerful about leg raises. They don't look like much from the outside, just lifting one leg at a time while sitting or lying down. But inside your body, they're working on some of the most important systems that keep your heart strong and your pressure stable. That's because your legs are home to the largest muscles in your body. And when those muscles move, they pull blood upward, back to the heart like a gentle pump. This motion is especially helpful for people who sit a lot or have poor circulation in the lower half of the body. And let's face it, after 70, most of us spend more time seated than we used to. But blood that sits too long in the legs can cause swelling, fatigue, and even raise your blood pressure over time. Leg raises help prevent that. They wake up the calves, thighs, and even your glutes, reigniting those large muscle groups that quietly support your cardiovascular system all day long. One thing I love about leg raises is how easy it is to fit them into your day. You can do them while watching TV, waiting for the kettle to boil, or even sitting on the edge of your bed before you sleep. Just raise one leg slowly, hold for a few seconds, then lower it with control. Alternate legs and breathe through it. That part is important. Breathing steady while moving your limbs tells your nervous system that everything's okay, and that reduces internal pressure, literally and emotionally. There's also a surprising psychological benefit. When older adults start doing leg raises regularly, they often feel more in control of their health. One woman I met, Ethel, 81, told me she hadn't felt confident walking to the store in years. But after doing leg raises daily for 3 weeks, she noticed she wasn't gripping the handrails as tightly. Her gait became stronger. And she said something that stuck with me: I stopped feeling fragile. That feeling matters more than we often realize. So even if you think it's just lifting my legs, I want you to remember what's really happening. You're building a foundation that supports not just mobility, but circulation, blood pressure, and long-term independence. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 4 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now let's move forward. Exercise 5, wall push-ups. Wall push-ups might sound too simple to be powerful, but for older adults, they strike the perfect balance between strength building and safety. Unlike traditional floor push-ups, wall push-ups remove the strain on your wrists, shoulders, and lower back, while still giving your upper body the movement it desperately needs to stay strong and heart healthy. Why is that important? Because your chest, shoulders, and arms play a bigger role in heart health than you might think. Every time you engage those muscles, you're encouraging blood to flow freely and oxygen to move more efficiently throughout your system. That directly affects your blood pressure and helps your heart pump with less resistance. It's a gentle but consistent form of resistance training, and that's exactly what aging hearts respond well to. Here's how you do it. Stand about arm's length away from a wall. Place your hands flat against it, shoulder width apart. Slowly bend your elbows and lean your chest toward the wall, then push back out. You don't need to go fast. The slower the better. Controlled movements strengthen the muscles without overloading your joints. And here's a trick I tell people who feel unmotivated. Do them while brushing your teeth or while waiting for your tea to steep. Even 5 to 10 wall push-ups a few times a day can make a difference in your endurance, your confidence, and even the way you breathe. There was a man named Harold, 74, who told me something that I've never forgotten. He said, "I started with wall push-ups thinking it was nothing, but now I carry my groceries without stopping. I can take deeper breaths and I don't feel like my chest is closing in anymore." That's not magic. That's muscle and oxygen and circulation working the way they should. And let's not forget the emotional part. When you can push yourself, even gently, you start believing you still have strength left in you. That belief, it spills over into everything. Into how you get out of bed, into how you speak, into how you live. So if your arms have been feeling weak, or if you've been feeling like you're slowly shrinking into your chair, I want you to remember this. Every wall push-up you do is you fighting back. Not just against weakness, but against the idea that aging has to mean decline. Because it doesn't. Not if you keep moving. Final thoughts. Getting older doesn't mean giving up on your heart or your health. In fact, it's the opposite. This is the time to protect the body that's carried you through so much. These 5 exercises might seem simple at first glance, but don't let that fool you. Each one supports your heart, your blood pressure, and your overall energy more than you think. And none of them require a gym, fancy equipment, or even a ton of time. Just your body, your breath, and your willingness to try. What matters most is consistency. One walk, one stretch, one movement at a time. Your body remembers, and it rewards you. It rewards you with steadier blood pressure, a calmer mind, and a heart that doesn't have to work overtime just to get you through the day. So I want to ask you something. How many of these are you already doing? And which one are you willing to start today? Take a moment to think about it and share in the comments. Let's learn from each other, encourage each other, and grow stronger together. Thank you for joining us today. We'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and share one thing you learned today and how you plan to use it in your life. Your thoughts are important to us, so don't hesitate to share them. Reading your comments gives us great motivation and encouragement. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.